On a Friday night, August 25th, 2017, Hurricane Harvey slammed into Rockport, Texas, with winds of 130 miles per hour. Hurricane Harvey was, according to the National Weather Service, quote, a historic and unusual system, and there were two major reasons why. First, water temperatures in the already warm Gulf of Mexico were 1 to 4 degrees above average, which allowed the storm to rapidly intensify from a tropical storm to a Category 4 hurricane in less than 2 days. Second, two high-pressure systems blockaded Harvey and kept it from leaving Texas. The two high pressures pushed Harvey in opposite directions, so that in the end, Harvey just sat where it was, which meant that it rained, and rained, and rained, for days on end. On this map, anywhere shown in green or blue received over 10 inches of rain, enough to cause major flooding. This is a vast area, roughly the size of North Carolina. One place in Texas even got 60 inches, 5 feet of rain from the storm. The results were unimaginable. In Houston, everywhere from highways to neighborhoods was flooded. In fact, 70% of Houston's county was flooded, with at least 1.5 feet of water. In other words, there was more water than land. Rescuers raced to bring families from their underwater neighborhoods to the few islands of land that remained in the city. According to NOAA, Hurricane Harvey was a 500 or 1,000-year flood. Climate change may have intensified Harvey, the Weather Channel reports. A team of scientists used computer modeling to predict that global warming makes events like Harvey more extreme and 3 times more frequent. But the scientists clarified that the warming world did not create the storm, but only exacerbated it.
Hurricane Harvey had a devastating impact on the Gulf Coast of Texas and its economy. Over 13 million people were affected by the natural disaster, with 68 direct fatalities and 38 indirect fatalities, making it the deadliest hurricane to impact Texas since 1919. The flooding was so severe that 39,000 people were forced to leave their homes, and in total around 200,000 homes were damaged. Over 1 million vehicles were destroyed because of the flooding, with 300,000 destroyed in Houston alone. Normal day-to-day life for everyone on the Gulf Coast of Texas was interrupted as businesses were closed and 250,000 people were left without power. Water quality in wells was affected by the reservoirs having acidic soil, which made the water supply more acidic and unsafe to drink. E. coli and coliform were common in wells where flooding was severe, and 168 water systems in Texas had issued a boil water notice. In terms of cost, the South Texas Economic Recovery Center reported that Harvey caused an estimated $125 billion in damage across Texas and Louisiana. During the fourth quarter of 2017, Texas saw a 13.8% decrease in newer businesses compared to the year before. Aransas County was hit the worst, as by February of 2018, only half of businesses affected resumed operation, and a year after being hit, 15% of businesses still remained closed. The disaster hit minority and low-income communities exceptionally hard. Communities ravaged by Hurricane Harvey had taken measures to protect themselves from future storms. Harris County invested $1 billion into building large storm detention basins to prevent flooding from being directed to other areas. The leaders have also made an effort to widen and deepen open ditches so that the water can drain, because during Harvey, water couldn't sink, and that's why the flooding got so bad. In December of 2017, Harris County passed building codes and regulations so that buildings in the 100-year floodplain zone would be built 2 feet above the 500-year flood elevation. Many low-income communities were abandoned, with an estimated 15,000 people not back in their homes a year later in the Kashmir Garden section of northeast Houston. People in coastal Galveston and Houston struggled with Harvey because the state data underestimated the amount of rain that would fall. Updated data from Atlantic from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration that Texas has been using since 2018 has allowed these coastal communities to know when to elevate roads and other infrastructure because of more accurate rainfall data.